What's going on, everyone? Before we get into this episode, I just wanted to give it this intro because I wasn't going to release this. It doesn't meet my standard. And that's because I just so happen to be your typical overthinking, hypercritical artist that might like something I'm doing 1 second, and then the next second I'm summoning Bagul to come kidnap me to make sure I never make what I just did ever again. And the reason for this intro is to showcase that sometimes you gotta take a risk and release the content anyway. Because if you take too much time trying to perfect it, you're never gonna release it. So for any up and coming artist that's watching this, it's okay if your first release isn't a grand slam. 99% of the time, it's not going to be. The only way to get better is to continue releasing the content and then move on. So with that being said, here's the first episode to The Road to Somewhere. Enjoy. Welcome to episode number 1 of The Road to Somewhere, a series where I'm going to document firsthand what it takes to make it in the entertainment industry and hopefully to give you guys creative input and maybe some ideas to keep your momentum going while we're still in this global pandemic. Why should you listen to me? Well, little background. I've been in the entertainment industry, or in and out of the entertainment industry for about, probably should have done the math before this. Let's go with 15. Nope, that's too long. No. Whoa. We're going to go over why that terrifies me a little later. But I've been in and out of the entertainment industry for 15 years, and I still live in my grandmother's basement. That brings me to today's topics. A brief background about myself and my current situation, a very honest look about how the coronavirus had changed my path to success and made me question some things, and why I decided to even do this series. So let's get into it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deletto. I'm a year-old musician and filmmaker. I've been playing music for 20 years, professionally for about 10 years. I've worked in multiple areas of film, including one really embarrassing viral video, which I will not be disclosing. I clearly love horror films and film in general. What else? I own a few dresses, which I'm very proud of. Apparently I can't say the word pillow correctly. I'm from New Jersey. I have eczema, so despite my striking resemblance, no, I'm not the Geico caveman. One time I paid money to get waterboarded. Is that relevant? Is any of this relevant? And like I mentioned before, I live with this lovely lady. What is going on? Man, put that down. Man, put that down.
Boy, you're aggravating me.
Man, put the sword down. I can't believe I'm even saying that sentence. Yeah. That is Nan. She is my guardian angel. She is my muse. She's the reason why I get to create music for all these years. She took me in so many years ago, and now it's my turn to take care of her. She is the best grandmother a grandson could ever ask for. I owe so much to her. As far as work history goes, I've mostly worked in music, and I'm currently a solo artist, but I've done work as a producer, an engineer, I was a touring guitar player, and I've done some compositions on some commercial work and some documentaries. I've also worked on major motion pictures, major network television, and a whole slew of indie projects and music videos. I'm very fortunate for the work that I've been able to do, and I've even hit some pretty cool milestones, and it all started in this room. I've had a song play on a popular radio station, I've been featured on multiple major music platforms, and I even had a record deal thrown my way. But I am currently saying all this in the same exact location. I was on a steady path. I just released my debut album this year. I was playing shows, I was building a fan base, I even started making some money until the obvious happened.
Fast-breaking developments in the coronavirus emergency in the U.S.
has now tested positive for coronavirus.
Diagnosed with coronavirus.
This coronavirus outbreak. Continue to follow the latest on the coronavirus pandemic.
Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
Whatever most of us were doing during that time, we all just instantly stopped. People started to fight for their lives and even fight for their livelihood. And some people are continuing to do that right now. I mean, most of us have been affected by this virus. The music industry being impacted pretty heavily. And we all know that shows have been canceled and we have no idea what's going to happen for shows in the future. But on top of that, 90% of independent music venues are on the verge of closing their doors due to no government funding. I thought in the beginning I'd see a boost in music streaming, but a study actually shows the opposite. Music was being streamed less. And even larger companies like Live Nation and some of the big talent agencies, they're seeing a big amount of layoffs. So it's a very uncertain time for a lot of people in the music industry. When we first went into quarantine, I wasn't even focused on music. I was focused on the current state of the world and hoping that everybody was okay, and mostly trying to keep my grandmother safe as best I could. It wasn't only till about a few months ago that I started to reassess how serious the situation could be for me as an independent artist. And as much as I do not want this to be the outcome, this very well could end my career. And I keep thinking about it, and it's constantly in the back of my mind. Am I done? Is this it? And I know I mentioned I was years old before, and that may seem odd and irrelevant, but as I continue to get older, the more and more pressure I feel to find success sooner than later. And now that this pandemic has put things on hold, that pressure went from sooner or later to now or never. I'll be honest, the music I make is an important healing process for me. It helps me cope with all the things that I've been through and what I'm currently going through, and acts as the perfect release. And I'm a happy person, don't get me wrong. Well, maybe my music isn't. But I'm able to maintain that happiness because I have music that serves as an outlet. Now, I'll find a way to stay happy regardless of what happens, but trust me when I say I really, really, really want to find success in this industry. So that's why I'm making this YouTube series. And future episodes won't be as bleak and dark as this, so I don't mean to bum everybody out. Matter of fact, here's another clip of Nan.
No. Come on. Come on. Get this off of me. You're applying pressure. You look so evil.
All in all, I'm going to do everything and anything that it takes. Well, maybe not anything. Most things. I'm going to do most things that it takes to stay relevant, to push forward, hopefully build a fan base, and maintain momentum until things start to make sense again. And for anybody that's watching that may be in a similar situation, and it doesn't have to be music, it could be anything, do something every day. Do something every week that fulfills you in your career. It doesn't even have to make you money. And no one even has to watch you. Kind of like this video. Just stay active in your career, whatever that means, whatever it takes. For next week's episode, it's going to be a little more hands-on, try something a little different, maybe a little more organizational, but it's going to be a deep dive into a new daily routine as I try to stay relevant and reach a wider audience. Remember, do all the YouTube stuff. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Please like it, comment. Send me a VHS copy of The Big Green in the mail. And remember, stream OldKID. It is now on all platforms available to stream. So if you've heard me and you had no idea who I am or what I'm talking about, which is probably a little rare, stream the music, see what I'm all about, because I ain't going away anytime soon. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone out there who has done their part to help someone in need during these crazy times. Anybody who's donated to a helpful cause, anybody who's buying from struggling local businesses. But I want to give a specific shout out to all the heroes out there. The nurses and doctors who are putting themselves at risk every single day to help save a life. That title hero was created specifically for people like you. So thank you so much.